Welcome to the channel, welcome to 8th edition Warhammer 40k. It's 2,000 points of Tau versus Space Marines. Today my Primaris Space Marine force, known as the 2nd Company, are taking a large contingent of scouts out on maneuvers. These scouts are being field tested and we've found some Tau lurking in the distance and we mean to smash and destroy. So the scouts have been patrolling through these canyon walls in and around these rocky outcrops, looking for targets of opportunity, picking on Tau forces here and there, and the Tau have had enough. There is a manta overhead and crisis suits will be dropping down all over the place onto this battle grid. It's 2,000 points, it's a maelstrom of war game, and we're using one of the new missions in the chapter approved book. This game will all be about selecting and destroying targets of opportunity. The game is called Targets of Opportunity. Essentially, you generate 3 cards a turn every turn, and at the end of that turn, any cards that you have not scored, you chuck them away. Essentially, you've got 1 turn to score your targets of opportunity before those orders disappear. You can spend 2 command points to hold on to one of those cards, and if you do, you still generate 3 at the start of your next turn. You tuck away cards at the beginning of every player turn as well, by the way. So if there's any cards that say defend objective X, such as defend this objective here, you won't be able to score it because you chuck it away at the start of the next player turn. So you'd have to spend the 2 command points to hold on to that order, to hold on to that target, to hold on to that order and try and score it in your opponent's turn. So that's how it works. 3 cards a turn every single turn. First Blood, Slay the Warlord, Linebreaker. We've rolled foot deployment and that sort of thing. The Tau have got this table edge. I think it's called Spearhead, 24 inches up. The Space Marines have got that table edge, 24 inches up. And I'm playing Tom again. Say hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Nice jumper you've got on there. Very festive, well done. And it flashes as well.
Yeah, flashes on its own. Yeah, I can't turn it off, unfortunately.
It'll keep flashing all the way through the game. And you put this objective there.
Yeah.
Because you've got Tau jumpsuits with the fly keyword. So that was highly annoying, but well done. It goes there, and there's 1 there, 1 there, 1 there in this deployment zone. Plenty of cover on this table. Of course, craters are a +1 to your armor save, and the trees +1 to your armor save. And there's 3 objectives down here. Somewhere, 1 there, 1 there. I forget what the third one is. Oh yeah, it is under there. So 3 objectives down here, quite evenly spread out. Lots of large line of sight blocking terrain here, there, and everywhere. So this should be a very tactical game. Let's go on and have a look at these armies. Right, this is 2,000 points of Space Marines. It's a battalion and a spearhead detachment, giving me 7 command points. I'm going to be using Iron Hands chapter tactics today because it's easier, basically, to remember what I am doing. And leading the charge will be Captain Brother Civitas Kane with a lieutenant here. I'm giving him the relic, which is the 2-up armor save, and his warlord trait is Storm of Fire. Basically on 6s to hit any Space Marine units within 6 inches of him, it's -1 to the AP value. So potential for him to help shooty units around him do a bit more damage. And in the 2nd Company we have lots and lots of Primaris Space Marines. 3 units of Intercessors, 2 units of Inceptors jumping in for mobility in the background. And this is the Spearhead detachment. There's another captain, as yet unnamed, with his mastercrafted auto bolt rifle. And 4 units of 5, 20 Hellblasters. Yes, I'm that guy. Hellblasters are good. There's 2 units of the Assault Plasma Incinerators, and that sergeant there has got a plasma gun, and 2 units of just the Plasma Incinerators. These are the Strength 6, 24-inch range 2-shot version, and these are the Strength 7, 30-inch range rapid fire version. But yeah, 20 Hellblasters. I don't feel bad about taking so many Hellblasters because I'm going up against Tau, and Tau have lots of guns. So I'm going to try and outgun him. And that's the 2nd Company, and here are the scouts that they're bringing out on maneuvers with them. 2 units of close combat scouts with a power sword in each. 1 unit of bolter scouts. There's a heavy bolter in there. 2 dedicated transports, land speeder storm, and a unit of 5 bikers. Three fast attack choices. I just decided, I haven't played Scout Bikers in 8th edition yet. So I thought I would bring them along too. And Scouts are pretty nifty in 8th edition. Their ability to deploy outside of their deployment zone and screen troops or just stick them at the start of the game right on top of an objective. Scouts have been doing very well for me so far. I say so far, they're probably going to get blown off the table in turn 1. But there we go. Lots of boots on the ground, 2,000 points worth of Space Marines using Iron Hands Chapter Tactics. Let's go and have a look at the Tau. Right, this is 2,000 points worth of Tau. It's a battalion detachment and a vanguard detachment. That's the one with the elites in it. And down here, who's your warlord, Tom?
My warlord's the ethereal.
Why an ethereal for your warlord?
Well, because it seems to me in Tau society, Tau are slaves to the ethereal, so how can he not be, right?
For narrative sense, excellent. And you've got a new relic. You've got the Riptide engram chip. Who's that going on?
Let's go on this guy here.
Okay, so once a battle, he can reroll a hit, wound, or something or other. But the more important thing is every time I spend a command point or you spend a command point on a 6-up, you get a command point back.
I do indeed.
Which is nice. And he's just a normal Tau commander?
Yeah, he's just a Tau commander with 4 plasma rifles and 2 marker drones.
4 plasma rifles?
Yeah.
He's got all the guns.
And he has on 2, so that's awesome.
Does he? Yeah. Who's this guy?
That is a Cold-Star commander with the stock weapon, the high outburst burst cannon and the missile pods.
It's easy for you to say. And then we've got, was that 4 units of troops, just Tau Fire Warriors of 5, right?
Yeah, 4 units of 5.
And then all the elites. So is this all WYSIWYG?
It's all WYSIWYG, so 3 crisis suits, 5 marker drones, 2 plasma, 1 flamer.
Okay.
This one's the same, except they have 2 fusion blasters each.
And flamers, or just 2 fusion blasters?
No, just 2 fusion blasters.
And 5 marker drones.
And 5 marker drones.
And then 5 more marker drones.
5 more, 2 plasma and the burst cannon.
Okay, did you give any of the upgrades to all your Tau stuff, like the -1 AP and the, what is it called?
I met 1998 points, I don't really have the points. I'd rather drones, to be honest with you.
You'd rather have the drones?
Oh yeah, I'd rather
because
drones.
There's advanced targeting systems and all those sorts of things that you can buy for Tau, but you didn't get any of that?
No, I'd rather just throw wounds on drones and give them myself the, hopefully, buffs for markers.
Okay, so wounds on drones and more models instead, and I guess it makes it simpler and easier.
Yeah.
There's a lot to remember when you're filming battle reports. And then we've got 2 XV-88s. Broadsides.
They have the heavy rail rifles, 2 plasma rifles.
Yes.
They have a shield drone each, and this one has got the missile, Seeker missile.
Has he?
Yeah, I had the 5 points.
Okay, so shield drones on them. And then 7th edition favourite, the Riptide.
Yeah, the Riptide with the heavy burst cannon and 2 smart missile systems.
Nice.
No drones on him.
No drones on him. He's about the only thing apart from the Fire Warriors without drones. Okay, so a chance to steal command points back again. Tau didn't take any points reductions in chapter approved. I guess that means they're perfectly costed. You've got a lot of guys potentially that can drop down from the sky. A lot of mobility here. A lot of big, nasty guns. Who will find more targets of opportunity? Let's go on to deployment. And here we are after deployment, and the Tau deployed way before me with a big castle. Ethereal standing right in the middle for his storm of fire or whatever it is. The buffs he gives out to the units all around him. There are 3 units of 3 crisis suits in a manta overhead, hurtling down through the sky and backed up by 2 commanders as well. So so the Space Marines have advanced through the Badlands, found this gun line of Tau waiting for them, but they will not be unsupported. Reserves are incoming. I've deployed a couple of units of scouts as far forward as I can get, because when these crisis suits come dropping in, I don't want them dropping in behind my lines. I don't think I've given up any gaps back there. So the second company advancing, spreading out, using tried and tested battle tactics, the superior hypno-conditioning of the Astartes, spreading out here, there and everywhere, trying to deny safe landing suits for these crisis suits. Up ahead, there's a storm there, there's another storm back here. Again, these are little pockets. I have measured up. You can fit 1 suit in here, but you can't fit the 3 suits in here. You could fit 1 suit back in this corner, but you can't fit 3 suits in this corner. Long story short, if I go first, I can't pull forward at all. because then I'll leave gaps in my back lines where crisis suits will come smashing in behind me. Lieutenant Captain Combo over there, and there's Captain Kane stood there with some bikers. And that's it, we're deployed, ready to go. Combat spread formation for the Space Marines. Castle of the Tau, so far, so samey, so narrative. This is exactly as you'd expect these forces to deploy, how you'd expect these forces to behave. Well, I think so anyway. Right, we need to roll off to see who goes first. The Tau drop down first, so you get +1 to this dice roll. Roll up, Tom, let's see what you get. Good luck.
I rolled a 7.
And you roll a 7. It will be Tau.
Unless you seize.
Oh yeah, I've got to keep remembering that. Do I want to seize? I don't seize. It's definitely Tau. First turn for this game of targets of priority. Let's go and see what these orders are. Here are the Tau orders. Seize ground essentially. Secure 3, secure 5, both of which are controlled by the Space Marines. And defend objective 2, which essentially is impossible because in targets of opportunity, at the start of each player's turn before generating new tactical objectives, all of their remaining tactical objectives are discarded. So at the start of my turn, this would get chucked and Tom wouldn't be able to score it unless he pays 2 command points for the stratagem second chance to keep it in his hand for 1 more turn. Because he is sat on objective 2, that would be 2 points if I don't blurm off it in my turn. Right, this is the end of Tau movement phase, and nothing moved, and nothing dropped in from high orbit, from the Manta Strike. Essentially, he wants to blow away these units of scouts first, so then his suits can drop in closer, because right now, he will be dropping in all the way up this line here. The 2 objectives he needs to secure are down there, so he's not going to get them. 1 there, so he's not going to be able to get them. But the one he wants to defend is right here. As I said, 2 command points if he wants to get that 2-point objective. So looking for that, looking for first blood, looking to make a dent in this line of scouts in front of him to give him more tactical flexibility in later game turns.
I plan to do more than a dent. I plan to just wipe them all out.
Okay, good luck. Let's go.
I've declared Storm of Fire, by the way.
Storm of Fire, which is the same as my Warlord trait. But basically, the Ethereal grants reroll 1s to everyone.
As long as I don't move in the movement phase, every unit within 6 who is infantry or battle suit, reroll 1s to hit.
Reroll 1s to hit. Yeah. Does he count? Has he got the battle suit?
Everything counts here.
Wow. Okay, so you're hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Let's go on to the shooting phase. Alright, starting off the shooting phase, remember all the marker lights are on the crisis suits and they're therefore in orbit. This Riptide is overcharging, dropping it down to 13 wounds. And the only thing you can really see is this unit of intercessors here. So he's going to light them up. Right, what are you shooting first?
I'm going to put both missiles into this squad here.
You can't see that squad there.
You don't need line of sight.
Don't you?
No.
Okay, lovely. Fire away. Hitting on
4s, re-rolling 1.
There's a 1.
Yeah, but mostly 2s though. Okay, so that's
4 hits.
4 hits.
Strength.
Strength 5.
Okay. 3s to wound.
All wounds.
All wound. AP.
Nothing.
3 up save. And 6 up Iron Hands Chapter Tactics.
Oh.
One of them takes a wound. And then the burst gun was going down into these intercessors because it's the only thing you can see. Hitting on 4s. Re-rolling 1s.
A lot of 1s.
That's 4 1s there.
Yeah. A lot of 3s though. Okay, 2 more.
Only 4 hits.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Pretty bad.
Wounding on 3s.
Wounded on 3s.
And any AP to this?
-2.
-2. So 5 up save. With a 6 up. I feel no pain.
Oh.
And one of them takes a wound. That was not very good for the team.
It wasn't worth overcharging for it, that's what I say.
No. Next up, the first unit of 5 warriors into their Turin rapid fire range. So 2 get double shots. So this is 7 shots in total, hitting on 4s and re-rolling that 1. This is better. Strength 5, toughness 4, wounds on 3s. 3 wounds. 3 4-up saves because they're scouts. With a 6-up Iron Hands Chapter Tactics. And 2 of the scouts die. And now the second squad join in, one of them in rapid fire now. So this is 6 shots, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. There's 2 1s there. 2 hits so far. Convert it to 3 hits. Wounding on 3, strength 5. No wounds, just 2 casualties so far on the scouts. What else you got, Tom? Coming across here, this unit of fire warriors into those scouts there. One's in rapid fire, so 6 shots, 4s to hit, re-rolling 1s. That's nice. 5 hits this time. And you're wounding on 3s. That's 4 wounds. I am wholly within cover there. Put them in the trees on purpose. So their 4 up becomes a 3 up. And then a 6 up Iron Hands Chapter Tactics save. And one of the scouts dies. You're going to do the same with the second squad?
No, I think I'm going to put these guys.
You're going to fire across there?
Yeah.
Because they've got 30-inch range guns. They can reach. Okay.
Might looking
4s to hit. 3 1s. With your re-roll. Okay, so that's 3 hits with those fire warriors. 3s to wound. 6s. I need 4s to save. And then 6 up. You kill 1 more scout on this flank, 1 more scout on that flank. Right, the last thing left to fire are the 2 broadsides. So this guy here, the plasma guns going into the scouts trying to get first blood. And I hid both of my storms so he can't see them with the big guns. Instead, he wants to start nibbling at the Hellblasters. Too much plasma. It's got a long range, so he's going on the back squad there as well. So what you're firing first?
Plasma.
Plasma. 4s to hit. 1 hit. Strength 6. And that's a wound, and it's minus...
minus 3.
Minus 3. They don't get a save, but I need 6 up Iron Hands thingy bob. No. One of them dies. And then the big gun.
Air rifle. So that's heavy 2.
Yep.
Both
miss. And that's one of the broadsides has spoken. Right, the other one, going for first blood with a plasma.
2 plasma into him. And his rail rifle will be going into that small clustered squad back there.
This squad of intercessors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plasma first.
Plasma. Both miss. And then the rail rifle, 2 shots.
I don't want to spend a command point.
Do you want to spend a command point? I could flee with morale. Mind you, I might spend 2 command points to keep.
I will spend my first command point.
For a reroll. Okay. And you miss.
Oh, no.
He misses, shots go wild. And then 2 broadside, big guns, and they miss as well. And that's the end of your shooting phase.
Yeah.
You're already 1 command point down and no first blood.
No.
So at the end of Tau turn 1, I need to make a morale chest. I lost 4 guys. So... 6 plus 4 would be first blood, but I get, and they shall know no fear. It needs to be low. 4 plus 4 is 8. I'm leadership 8. No first blood. However, you have spent 2 command points, so you don't discard that tactical objective at the end of your turn. You're going to hold on to it, so that's 3 command points you've spent so far. But at the end of my turn, you're pretty much guaranteed to score that objective there and get 2 points. But a disappointing first turn for the Tau there. Let's go on to Space Marines, turn 1. And here are the orders for the second company. Kingslayer, kill that ethereal. Defend objective 5 and area denial. Ensure that there are no enemy units within 12 inches of the centre. And there are none, because the Tau didn't move. So that would be a guaranteed D3 points. The other 2, a bit more tricky. Right, here we are after my movement phase. Need Kingslayer. I did think about dropping the Inceptors in and rinsing away a bunch of Fire Warriors and then picking on his Ethereal, but I'll need so many dominoes to fall into place, then that would be highly unlikely. And the other one, Defend Objective 5. Well, this is Objective 5 here, up on top of this thing. I could have jumped up one of the Land Speeder Storms up there, spent 2 command points to hold on to it, and hope that a Tau army would not be able to blow away a Land Speeder Storm in 1 turn of shooting. Highly unlikely as well. So I'm not defending Objective 5. I'm not within 3 inches of it. And I'm not going for Kingslayer, but I have got area denial. As he didn't move, you get a point if you're more than 6 inches away from it, a D3 points if there's no enemy within 12 inches of it. So I will be getting D3 points. And trying to go for first blood here. Now the bike unit, I left gaps in this line so they could zip forward, moving 16 inches and fire at that squad there. And my Warlord Kane has moved forward to give these guys re-roll hit rolls of 1 because they can sneak a few more shots through into that squad as well. The Scout Sergeant moving over. I'm very aware of these deep striking crisis suits, so making sure I'm not leaving gaps. I would have liked to duck him into cover, but then some suits would have landed just there and smashed me on this flank. So he's staying there with his shooting his pistol up into the sky at the deep striking Tau suits, trying to prevent them dropping in. Not a lot of movement in the backfield. The captain and lieutenant have moved up to support these two intercessor squads. I had to advance them, so I get my re-roll shenanigans, because this squad can fire up the table, this squad can fire up the table into them, and this unit of scouts are making their way slowly through these trees so they can get some shots in as well. Basically cautious movement here, there and everywhere, trying to get as many guns into bear as I can, looking for first blood and area denial, and keeping my footprint as wide as possible to deny this Tau Manta strike. Let's go on to my shooting phase. Right, starting off on this flank, the scouts are rapid firing into this unit of fire warriors there. These first 3 scouts are in rapid fire range, so this is 10 shots, and I hit on 3s, and look at all those misses. So 4 hits in total, strength 4, toughness 3, wounding on 3s, 3 wounds, but the Tau are in cover, so they get a +1 to this. So 1 dies, just 1 dies. And then the heavy bolter there, firing across, 3s to hit, strength 5, toughness 3, 3s to wound. They all wound at -1 to your save, but +1 to your save because of the crater. So 4 up saves.
Oof, 2 die.
2 more die. So 3 fire warriors in total die. Now, if I did my movement properly, this unit of intercessors with their bolt rifles have a 30-inch range. Need to go and measure it, make sure I'm still in range. Yes, they are. They're easily in range and within 6 inches of the captain and lieutenant. So 2 more fire warriors here looking for first blood. 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s because of the captain. All 5 hit. Strength 4, winning on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the lieutenant. So 4 wounds. Bolt rifles are -1 AP, so your cover is not helping you. Just 4 up saves. And 1 lives. 1 is left alive for now, unless the morale phase somehow nerfs you. Right, okay, so that's firing on this flank. Now let's go over to the other flank. Alright, round on this flank. Unit of 5 here, unit of 5. 4 of these intercessors can see them, so I'll fire at this squad here. Hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because they are in range of the lieutenant. That's 3 wounds at -1.
3 5-ups. So that's 2 dead.
Yep. And then this squad, firing over the heads of the bikers into them. Only 3 of them can see. 3s to hit, 2 hits, and 3s to wound. 1 wound, 1 5-up, 1 more dice. Right, now the intercessors have fired. These scout bikers are firing, splitting fire between these 2 squads here. Basically what's happening is 3 of the shotguns are in range of this squad, so they're going in there, and the non-rapid firing bikers. And then the bikers that are in rapid fire range are going for first blood here. So let's do those rapid fire bikers. They're twin bolt guns, so they've got 4 shots each. So that's 12 shots going into this squad of 2. Hitting on 3s. That's frightening. And wounding on 3s. And that is really not Winter's dice rolling. That was 10 wounds. 10 wounds. Oh, and there was another one there. 4 up saves.
Yeah, they once really
first blood.
blown away.
Dead fire warriors. Now shotguns into this squad. 3s to hit.
That's more like
That's more like my dice rolling. Strength 4, 3s to wound. 3 wounds on that squad. 1 dies, and then there's the 2 non-rapid firing into this squad. And wounds, 1 more wound, sir. 1 more dead. So 2 in that squad have died. That squad got wiped out. That squad is down to 1 chap left. I don't think there is anything left in my army that can see any of your army, because these canyon walls are just too high. So that's the end of Space Marines turn 1. You've got a morale test to make. I think you're leadership 9 when you're within range of the ethereal. Yep. So this squad is going to be okay, but that squad of 1, roll the dice, 4 plus 5 is 9. That lone fire warrior holds his morale because he stood right next to the spiritual leader of his army. And that's the end of Space Marines turn 1. You've got 2 points at the end of this turn for defending that objective. Mm-hmm. So you have 2 points. I have 1 point for first blood and an extra D3 for area denial. So I get 4, that's 2 points for area denial plus first blood. It's 3 points to the Space Marines, 2 points to the Tau. as we go into Tau, turn 2. Here are the Tau orders from High Command. Secure 4, which no one's on right now. He will need to drop some suits on it if he wants it. Defend 3, I control this one. And advance, get out of his deployment zone. Come at me, bro.
No chance.
This is the end of the movement phase for the Tau, choosing not to advance out of his deployment zone, and he can't defend 3. It's down in my deployment zone. But there's objective 4. And there's 2 units of suits that have dropped in. Last time not doing a big enough dent to push these Space Marines back and open up pockets where the last suit can drop in. So this time he needs to turn the pressure up. Certainly turn the pressure up with these 2 suits here. The suits with the fusion in, the fusion gun suit, are still staying in reserve. And one of the commanders has dropped in here, and you're doing the Kaon or Monkar. You're doing one of the once per battle thing, which basically means everyone within 6 inches of him will re-roll their hit rolls in the shooting phase. Yeah, it's called Kaon. He won't be able to get it, but all the units that don't move can re-roll their shooting. So everything here in the castle in the backfield can re-roll their shooting. And then this squad here with all their marker lights, this squad there with all their marker lights. And this should be a much better shooting phase. Right, the Riptide, you can see, and it's in range, firing everything at this Intercessor squad over there. I'm not wholly within cover. I couldn't move forward, so I won't be benefiting from cover here. And we have the SMS firing first, sitting on 4s, re-rolling everything because of the K-on. So that's 3 hits so far. Here's the re-roll. That gets you up to 5 hits, wounding on 3s. And only 2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. And I save them both. And now we've got 12 shots with the big gun. You did overcharge one more time, taking another mortal wound every time you use the Nova Reactor, down to 12 wounds.
So 4's reroll?
Yeah, but this is 12 shots instead of the usual 8 shots because of the overcharge. Here's the reroll. And in the end, getting 9 hits. Strength 6, toughness 4, wounding on 3s. That's better. Or maybe not. That's only 5 wounds in the end. Minus 2.
Yep.
So 5-up saves. I fail 3. 6-up Iron Hands Chapter Tactics. No, I fail 3. So 1 Space Marine will die and 1 will take a wound. Next up, the broadside stood right next to the Riptide, firing at the scouts that are daring to encroach upon the Tau lines. So, firing the plasma.
No, I'm going to shoot the big guns first.
Big gun first. 4s with your reroll. Both miss. You need this reroll.
That's shocking.
Oh no. Plasma.
No,
both of these hit. Strength 6, toughness 5. Both wound. Plasma's minus 3 AP.
Yep.
I've got a 4-up save, so I don't get a save. But I do have Iron Hands Chapter Tactics. No, one of the bikes gets vaporized. Now the other broadside, firing the big gun all the way back to the Hellblasters in the corner, and the plasma going into the scouts, the only thing in range. What are you firing first?
The railgun.
Okay.
Oh, both hit.
Both hit.
Both wound.
Both wound. I don't get a save. It's minus 4, right?
Yeah.
And each of these does d6 damage. So 2 of the Hellblasters just get vaporized. Mind you, know 2 wounds on one of them. I do get 6 up. And then 3 wounds on the other guy. Just one of them dies, I'm afraid. And then the 2 plasma shots. Both hit. No, they don't wound. They're wounding on 3s. So that Riptide only managing to kill 1 Hellblaster all the way back here. That's unfortunate. Right, and then the last remaining Fire Warrior small arms in that squad fired at the Scout Bikers, didn't do anything. And then these Fire Warriors here fired at the unit of Scouts in the trees and killed 2 of them. And now the commander in the Cold Star battle suit, his high output burst cannon, high output, is that what it's called? That's out of range, but his missile pods are coming in at the Scout Bikers. Scout Bikers, okay, 2 shots. Hitting on 2s with your reroll.
I don't get a reroll for this.
Oh yeah, because he moved.
Yeah.
Strength 7, doesn't wound.
My roll has been terrible.
Right, that's it for the castle. Now, this commander firing his 2 marker lights and guns into this squad of bikes here. The marker lights hit on 5s.
Ooh.
And they don't hit. You're re-rolling 1s because you're within...
Oh, but he moves.
6 inches of... Yeah, but you said you got the Storm of Fire thing going, right?
Yeah, but only if I don't move.
Oh, okay. So they miss. And then the rapid fire plasma thingy bobs And now he's got 8 plasma shots because he's in rapid fire range, going in on the bikes, hitting on 2s. And that's 6 hits. Strength 6, toughness 5, wounding on 3s. I will not be getting a save. That's 4 wounds. I do have the Iron Hands Chapter Tactics, 6 up. And a bike and a half is dead. Alright, back over here. Tom's already declared where all the fire is going. Basically here, into the scout bikers, into this scout, into the intercessors. Let's fire up. What are you firing first?
I'll fire 4 microdrones into them.
Okay. 5s to hit. They're marked twice. And then 1 microdrone was going down here, yeah? And they're marked once. Okay, so re-rolling hit rolls of 1 on them and these. And then the burst guns were going to come in this way.
Yeah, okay. His burst gun is going into him.
Yep.
Their burst gun's going into them, and all the plasma is going to go into them.
Into the bikes. Okay, go for it.
So his one is going to go into him.
Yes.
Hitting on 4s.
Yes.
It's 1 hit.
1 hit. Wounding on a 3. Doesn't wound.
Not a wound, no.
And then the other burst ones were going down here.
Yep.
Okay, hitting on 4s.
We run on 1s.
And there's no 1s.
Not 1, but good. Yeah, good shots.
Yeah. Strength 5, toughness 4.
3s. Nice, nice.
That's nice. I'm not wholly within cover because he's out of it. So this is a 3 up and a 6 up, which I fail. One of them already was on a wound, that chap there. So he's dead. And then all the plasma going into the bikes.
Yeah, it's going to be overkill.
Yeah, this is going to sting a bit. Here are all these frightening plasma shots.
4s rerunning 1s.
There's a couple of 1s.
That's right. Really
That's
good.
That's good shooting. And strength 6, toughness 5, so you're wounding on 3s. That's AP minus 3, so I won't be getting a save. And that's really bad.
That's
wounding.
really bad. There's my roll and come back to me.
And I need 6s. No, so 1 was on a wound, that'll kill 1, and another leaving just the sergeant left alive. Right, so after that disappointing fusillade, we're going over here to this crisis suit, picking on these intercessors back here. So all the marker lights going in first, and that's 2 hits, so you are re-rolling 1s, and now you're getting all the plasma going in. 6 plasma shots coming in, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s, and you roll 4 2s. Just 2 hits, just 1 wound. Just 1 wound. I have a 6 up save and a 6 up chapter tactic, which I make. Oh no, not a dent. And that's the end of the Tau shooting phase. No morale test to make over here. I did lose 2 guys here, but even if I rolled a 6, they'll be fine. Just a morale test on that lone biker. 3 plus the 4 I lost, he's okay. So I pass all my morale tests, and in this game of targets of opportunity, the Tau are struggling to take on the second company here. A lot of their shots going wild. There is still 1 more unit in Manta Strike up ahead with fusion on them, but not being able to push the Space Marines back. My deployment has been very good. This is how you defend against Tau deep striking suits. You've got to spread out across the board. I have to say, Tom, 2 things. 1, your jumper is very distracting. And 2, thank you for playing Tau against me previously, where you came in and absolutely smashed me and tabled me in 2 turns or 3 turns.
Something like that, yeah.
Because I learned my lesson after that. And the other thing I have to say is scouts are worth their weight in gold in games of 8th edition. The number of times I've been able to deploy outside of my deployment zone and keep shooting armies back or charging units from coming in and crashing your key units. However, you do get a point for scoring that objective over there, so it's 3 points each. And while you haven't killed very much, most of my guns are still out of range, are still a long way back. I've got a short foot slogging army here. It's 3 points each. The game is a long way from over. It's gone to Space Marines, turn 2. Here are my orders, and as per the opportunity lost rule in this targets of opportunity game, all of my other orders are now gone. I've got to get objective 3, that's a mission critical objective. Lightning strike, basically I've got to score a victory point if an enemy that is entirely within the enemy deployment zone is wiped out. There is 1 Tau fire warrior on his own in the enemy deployment zone, so that should be easy. An Emperor's Retribution, I need to take an objective that's currently controlled by the Tau. That one's going to be tricky, but these 2 are easy. Here we are after the movement phase for the second company, still staying spread out along the back line with a couple of units to deny deep striking opportunities. Here's the mission critical objective number 3, which I should be able to score this turn. And there is a lone Tau Fire Warrior in the enemy deployment zone for lightning strike. So we've got the Captain Lieutenant combo here. That unit of assault plasma hellblasters has moved forward. They did advance, going 11 inches there. And then the other squad's coming up here. Now, there's one unit I haven't moved yet, which is this guy, because I need lightning strike. Not lightning strike, Emperor's Retribution. If I take an objective that was previously controlled by my enemy, I get D3 points. He's a troops. He has objective secured. They don't. They're elites. And there's an objective there, and we've measured and measured again. And if I get my little troop guy here, I'm within 3 inches of that objective, and I will get D3 points. To do this, I need to advance, and I need a 5. So, here we go. That's a 4, and this is in the movement phase, so I'm going to command point it. Spend my first command point. No lightning strike. Sorry, Emperor's Retribution, that one. So in the end, he can come charging back here and protect this zone from deep striking. Right, now let's shoot. This unit of Hellblasters are now in 30-inch range and within 6 inches of Kane to shoot at them. So let's fire some plasma shots in. 3s to hit. Rerolling 1s, so there's 2 2s. And strength 7, toughness 5. 3s to wound. That's 2 wounds and -4 AP.
Oh, -4?
-4.
Oh. How much damage?
1 each.
I'm going to take it on a suit.
Okay, 2 on a suit. That means any more wounds you have to apply to that suit, right?
No, I can still look up, sir.
Oh yeah, because of the drones. No looking out, sir. You can just pass off the drones. Okay, then we've got this squad here. Now they have assault plasma incinerators, so they're 24-inch range. So this is 10 shots hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Wow. So there's 4 2s. There's a 1. 6 hits. This is strength 6, toughness 5, wounds on 3s, -4 AP, 4 wounds.
Okay.
So no armor save. You don't have to put it on him. You can just kill 4 drones if you want to.
Not yet, no.
No? So 2 on him and 2 on that guy. So I killed a suit. Because that was 2 wounds there, 2 wounds there.
Oh, and I'll take 1 drone away.
Okay, so leaving him on 2 wounds left. Okay. Next, Escort of Intercessors, 1 in rapid fire range. Re-rolling 1s. Ooh, dropped it on the floor. So 3 hits, strength 4, toughness 5. I need 5s. 3 wounds at -1 AP.
I will take... I'll go on him for the time being.
Okay.
Passed.
Passed.
Passed. Passed.
He's good. And then the biker fired in, took another wound off that crisis suit, and the last thing left to fire is this heavy bolter. He stayed still, so he's hitting on 3s, and everything misses, and I think that's all the shots coming in on them. Maybe. Now, I've got this squad of Hellblasters which I advanced. They're assault weapons, assault plasma incinerators, so these are hitting on 4s, and 3 hits. Strength 6, so I'm wounding on 3s. 2 wounds at -4 AP on this squad of crisis suits.
On the squad of drones.
2 drones dead, leaving 2 drones left alive. Right, that's it for shooting on this side of the table. Just chipping away. And let's make our way over here. I need to guarantee lightning strike. I need to guarantee killing that 1 lone fire warrior.
Never.
So I'm going to fire all of these guys into him. I know it's overkill, but he needs to die. The heavy bolter staying still as ever. 3s to hit and 3s to wound. No wounds. Let's work out how many rapid fire bolt guns I have in range. After measuring up, 7 of the scouts can shoot. 3s to hit, and that's 5 hits. It's 3s to wound, strength 4, toughness 3. 5 wounds, but you are in a crater. So that's 5 3-up saves. He dies.
I'm going to command point.
There's going to be more. Okay, yep, sure.
Yeah, I'm going to command point it.
Okay. And he is alive, but it cost you a command point. That's annoying, which means this squad of intercessors, which I moved up to be in rapid fire range of those suits, are now going to have to shoot at that fire warrior there. I am in 6-inch range of my captain, not in 6-inch range of the lieutenant. So 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. Captain shouting orders there, making sure. Aim for the head. 3s to wound. 4 wounds at -1, so you need 4 up saves for that guy.
Oh, so close.
Just failed by 1, and that is lightning strike. Cost your command point to do it though, and potentially save these from a lot of firepower. Now instead, this squad of 5 intercessors are going to fire at them, but I'm not in rapid fire. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the captain shouting aim for the head, and these are strength. These are strength 4, toughness 5, so I'm winning on 5s and re-rolling 1s. 2 wounds there at -1, bolt rifles.
-1, huh?
Yep.
I'm going to take them on the suits.
Okay, 2 4-ups. 1 suit takes 1 wound. And that's my entire turn. I'm not going to charge. There's no morale test to make because drones don't count towards morale, so you would pass over there. And I'm not going to charge the Tau because Tau Overwatch is redonkulous. You've got 3 flamers in this squad, right?
Yeah, I do.
So I'm definitely not charging the Tau. I'm just going to stay here and shoot you. And if this game turns into a gun range, then so be it. I've still got 2 squads of Inceptors in high orbit, which must drop down next turn. But you've got your crisis suit with your fusion guns, which must drop down next turn. You got 3 points, I got 3 points, but I get an extra point for getting my mission critical objective, an extra point for lightning strikes. So it's 5 points to 3 in this very, very cagey game. Let's go on to Tau, turn 3. Here are the Tau new objectives. He refused to advance, so the commanders are telling him to hold the line. He will get that point. Defend objective 6. So as per earlier, this will have to get ditched in his turn if he wants to score 2 points because he sat on it. 3 command points left. So that's a decision for Tom whether he wants to spend 2. He will be guaranteed 2 points though.
If you don't take it.
If I don't steal it from you, absolutely. And it'll be difficult to steal it from you. And domination. Secure every objective. That's not happening.
Not really, no.
Here we are after the end of the Tau movement phase. An aggressive move by both the commanders. The Cold Star guy at the front there can move 20. So he's jumped up and over in front of the other chap. Because he's got a lot of plasma shots in rapid fire range now. Talking about rapid fire range. This crisis suit are now in rapid fire range with their plasmas. That squad are in rapid fire range with their plasmas on that second squad of intercessors. And the scouts are now in flamer range as well. So the Tau line pushing forward, bringing all of their guns to bear. Maybe this is the turn they can finally make a dent. The unit of fire warriors running backwards there because I could drop a unit of my interceptors here. Inceptors and try and charge in and stop him from defending that objective. So if they're coming back to objective secure it, the Ethereal is doing Storm of Fire, so everything that stays still will be re-rolling hit rolls of 1. And the turn before last, not last turn, but the turn before, I did move my land speed of Storm forward. And last turn, my Hellblasters moved forward, and look, he found a gap in the backfield for his crisis suit. He had to put the drones here, because that's 9 inches. These spaces on these suits were too big and he wouldn't have been able to put 3 suits together. But by using the drones, he can string along and now suddenly he's line breaking as well and there's some penetration in my back line. Now, the one thing we forgot is the Pure Tide engram chip. 4 command points have been spent. So on 6s, you get command points back.
Can I command point these?
No. You get 2 command points back. The
Nice.
Pure Tide engram chip relic coming into effect there. Because after you spend 2 command points to hold on to that one, you'd have only had 1 left. But now you've gone from 3 back up to 5. Interesting. And I'd spent a command point as well. We just rolled for that. Didn't get that one back. So Tom's back up to 5. All right, first order of operations. Markers and plasmas into the intercessors. Flamers into the scouts. So what are we doing first?
Markers.
Markers. 5s to hit. And you get 1.
That's all I want, really. I just want the 1 marker.
Yep. Right, now what?
Flamers, going to go into scouts.
Flamers into scouts. This is 3d6 flamer hits. And that's 9 flamer hits. Strength 4, toughness 4, wounding on 4s. Burn them out with that cover. And you get only 3 wounds. I am fully in cover, so these are 3-up saves. And a 6-up. And I deny your flames. The scouts duck and cover, doesn't do anything. But now we've got 12, because you're in rapid fire range, plasma shots coming in at this unit of intercessors that took that mission critical objective. This could sting. Forced to hit.
Rerolling ones?
Yes. There's one. And there's another one. And in the end, how many did you get? Only 4 hits.
Yeah, only 4 hits.
Shocking. Wounding on 3s.
Yeah, that's
3 wounds. It's AP -3, so my 6-up, but it becomes a 5-up because I'm in cover. And Iron Hands Chapter Tactics. You kill a intercessor and a half. Oh no, this one's on 1 wound, so you kill 2 of them off. So it looks like this. And now the Fire Warriors into the crater. I'll put in rapid fire shots into the scouts. They are in rapid fire range. And re-rolling 1s, and you rolled 4 1s. Hitting on 4s. 3 hits so far. 6 hits in total. Strength 5, toughness 4. And you get 4 wounds. Again, I get +1 because I'm in cover, so 3-up saves. I save them all. Those scouts, yeah, they're built of strong stuff. Next up, the broadside. Picking on this squad of intercessors with all the shots. So 2 plasmas.
Heavy rail rifle first.
Yep.
They always miss.
And
they always miss.
Missed again. 2 plasma shots.
Rerolling ones?
Rerolling the ones. That's 2 hits. Yeah. Winning on 3s.
They're terrible.
The broadside doing nothing. And so on to the other broadside, putting the plasma into the bike and the rail rifle firing all the way downtown into this squad of Hellblasters here. What are you firing first?
Plasma.
Okay. Forced to hit, rerolling 1s. So 1 hit, 1 wound. I don't get a save, but I do get a 6-up chapter tactic. No, so the bike takes a wound. And now you're firing the big gun. Forced to hit, 1 hit, 1 wound. Minus a lot AP, right?
Yep.
What is it?
D6 damage? 2 damage.
2 damage. So 2 6-up chapter tactic saves. No, one of the Hellblasters gets blown apart. Now next, we come round here. This crisis squad declaring all the guns.
Yep.
Into this squad of intercessors in the crater here. So firing the markers first.
Marker drones. Got 1 hit.
2 hits. Oh, 1 hit, yeah, hitting on 5s. Firing the plasmas, hitting on 4s. Rerolling any 1s. That was a good spread of hits.
Yeah.
So that's 7 hits. Strength 6, toughness 4, winning on 3s.
Nice.
AP -3 gets me to a 6-up, but I'm in a crater, so it gets me to a 5-up. Ooh, failed a lot. 6-up iron. Oh yeah, all of them. Failed all of them.
Wow.
Failed all of them as well. 1, 2, 3 of them get killed. And now you've got the burst cannons.
Yep.
Where's the sergeant? He's the sergeant. So 8 shots with the burst cannons. Hitting on
4s. Rerolling all these ones.
Yeah, there's 3 1s there. 5 hits in the end. Strength 5, toughness 4. Wounding on 3s. And no negative to this, right?
No negative, no.
But I'm in a crater, so this is 2 ups. There's a 1, 6 up. No, the sergeant takes a wound and he's down to 1 wound left, screaming out in defiance. Right, next up, over to Commander number 1, 2 marker drones and everything going into the squad of Hellblasters. Here's the markers. And they both miss. And then it's 4 or 8 rapid firing plasma shots into this squad of Hellblasters. He hits on 2s as well, right?
He does indeed, yes.
This is going to sting. Yeah, so 7 hits. Strength 6, toughness 4, winning on 3s. And that's 5 wounds. 6 up, armor saves. And then 6 up, feel no pains. I fail 4, so 2 Hellblasters die. And it looks like this, and now the second commander is going to put all of his shots into the same beleaguered unit. Firing the missiles first, hitting on 2s.
Oh.
And they one hit. Strength 7, right?
Yep.
So wounds on a 3. That's a wound. Minus what AP?
-1.
-1, so 4 up, which I make.
Cool.
And then he's got a high
outburst burst cannon.
That sounds lovely. How many shots does this do?
8.
8. 2s to hit. 5 hits there. Rolling 3 1s. And strength?
5.
Wounds on 3s.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. 3 3-up saves. With a 6 up. And one of them takes a wound. Not so successful.
Not really, no.
Next up, the Riptide. Nova charging one more time, putting all of his shots into this squad.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so missiles?
Missiles. Hitting all 4s, rolling 1s.
Yep. There's A1.
How's the tail rolls?
And you get 2 hits. Just 2 hits. Wounding on 3s.
Yep. 1 wound.
1 wound. I am in a train, which I pass. Heavy 12 shots with the burst cannon.
Now this one I don't want to miss.
No, 4s to hit. And there's a few 1s there.
1s are not bad. Not bad.
Okay. So
really good.
Strength 6, wounding on 3s.
It's pretty pants.
4.
-2.
-2.
Yeah.
My 5 up becomes a 4 up because it's a 3 up to a 5 up to a 4 up. And then 6 up. Enhanced Chapter Tactics. No, one of the Intercessors. Oh no, they're Hellblasters. One of the Hellblasters buys it. Blah. That's it for the majority of the board. Now we're coming to the Milter Squad of Doom. 1 marker and 1 suit firing at this guy.
Yep.
And then the rest of them
going to that guy.
firing at that suit. Okay.
4 markers going to him?
Yep.
Don't get it.
No markers on this one and 1 marker on that.
I got that one.
Get that one, okay. So 1 guy firing twice at that, re-rolling 1s.
Yeah.
Hits on 4s. Reroll that 1.
Nice.
1 hit. Strength 8, toughness high. Basically 3s to wound.
And we'll command point that.
Doesn't wound.
No.
No, nothing to that land speed of storm. And then 4 melters onto this one.
Yeah. And that's 1 hit.
1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. You're not in melter range. It does d6 damage.
3.
3 damage. That's disappointing.
That was horribly
They're
disappointing.
just tickling one of the storms and that's it. While we remember, do you get your command point back on a 6? No, you don't. Right, this one's down to 4 wounds remaining, and that's the end of your shooting phase. Are you charging anything?
I'm tempted to charge him.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to charge him with him.
Okay, let's do the Overwatch off camera. He's in, no damage done on Overwatch. So how do Taus punch? How do they punch?
Well, he hits on a 3+.
I thought they automatically miss Tau.
Well, we're about to see if I do.
Okay. And he hits 3 times. He's angry.
Strength 5, toughness 5, so 4s to wound.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. Tau hurt in close combat. 2 4-up saves. And 2 6-up Iron Hands Chapter Tactics. You kill the... How did that happen? Alright, yeah, so that happened. And that's it for your turn, right?
Yeah.
So 2 died in this squad here, because 1 was already dead, so no morale. 1 in this squad, so no morale. 4 died in that squad, so that's a morale test, definitely. Oh, off the table. 5 plus 4 is 9. I will lose him unless I re-roll with Damnation, no fear. 3, so he stays alive. And doesn't flee, and that's it for morale. That's it for turn 3 Tau. So at the end of your turn, you get a point for holding the line, so it's 4 points to 5. Do you want to spend 2 command points to hold that in your hand?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see if you get them back.
Yes, I want 1 back.
You get 1 back, so it only costs you a command point because you need to defend that for 2 more points, and then you'll get into the lead. Interesting stuff. Let's go on to Space Marines. Turn 3. Here are my orders. High Command want me to hold the line, clear away those crisis suits from my back line, blood and guts kill something in the assault phase, and defend objective 2, which I won't be able to get to. So this one will be ditched. These 2, tricky. Okay, blood and guts is the order, so we're going for it. Captain Civitas Kane will go wheeling into whichever one of these is left alive. After there's a lot of shots that will go into him first. There's the other captain and lieutenant combo there for re-rolling 1s, and I made sure this assault plasma incinerator squad is within 6 inches of him, so when they shoot, we can overcharge and fire back, because we also need to be able to hold the line, which means clear the lines, which means clear all of these away in one round of shooting. So there's a squad of Hellblasters here as well. They've got the standard plasma incinerators, 30-inch range, so they can reach out and touch. And the land speed storm's staying still, because if they move, they're going to be hitting on 4s rather than hitting on 3s. So I've got this array of firepower to try and hold the line. This array of firepower to try and get blood and guts. And the last squad of Inceptors is up here. Nice bit of cover there. The Riptide can't see me, neither can that XV-88 suit. He's going to have to move to shoot at them, which means no storm of fire for him. And there's some shots coming in at this squad here, because I need to start harassing his lines, harrying his lines. That's pretty much it. Yeah, spread thinly. It's been a brutal game, but let's go on to the shooting phase. And opening up the shooting phase, I'm going to spend a stratagem, 1 command point, and fire a Hellfire shell in here after everything else is shot first. So let's shoot at these guys and try and injure them. So the Intercessors first, hitting on 3s and wounding on 5s. No wounds. And then let's rapid fire with all these scouts. Okay, 3s to hit. And that was okay, that's respectable. 5s to wound though.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. 6 wounds on them.
I'll take them 2 at a time.
Okay, 3 up, takes a wound. And then choosing to drop 4 drones instead. Interesting stuff. So, firing a Hellfire shell at this squad, hitting on a 3. And that's a hit, and because it's a Hellfire shell, it automatically does D3 mortal wounds for 3 mortal wounds.
Just hand me the drone.
Hand you the drone,
yeah.
And then 2 mortal wounds on this guy. He dies as well. Long story short, this guy's on 2 wounds, this guy's on 3 wounds. Roll a dice on the 6, you get my command point. No, you don't. So that was pretty successful. I'll buy that for $1. Right, let's try and clear some of my back lines first. So 4 Hellblasters going into that squad there, hitting on 3s. 3 hits, and I'll be wounding on 3s. 1 wound at -4 AP.
Then we'll drop a drone.
Dropping a drone. And now the Cerberus Launcher and Heavy Bolter. Cerberus Launcher, heavy D6, that's 5 shots. Hitting on 3s. 3 hits and strength 4, so wounding on 5s. 1 wound. 1 save, and then the Heavy Bolter hits on 3s and wounds on 4s. 1 wound at -1. Making that save, rinse and repeat with the other one. Cerberus Launcher shoots once, hits on a 3, wounds on a 5, doesn't wound. And then the Heavy Bolter hits on 3s, all hit, wound on 4s, 1 wound at -1.
4 up again.
Yep. Which you make. Okay, so then the squad of Hellblasters will rapid fire you. There's 8 shots there. I'm hitting on... Actually, no, they won't. That squad will shoot at you first. They're Assault 2 guns. I am in 6-inch range of my captain who's round the corner there. Because if you take from this side, then I might no longer be in range. So let's fire these guns first, hitting on 3s and re-rolling 1s because of the captain shouting, shoot them in the head. Strength 6, 3s to wound, 4 wounds at -4 AP.
That's all the drones gone.
All the drones gone, that's what I like to hear. So now we're going to fire... Yeah, let's fire the Inceptors. So this is 18 Assault Bolter shots. Hitting on 3s. 10 hits, strength 5, toughness 5, winning on 4s. 1, 2, 3, just 3 at -1. So 3 4-up saves. And you make them all. Oh no. Looks like I won't be able to clear the line. So let's overcharge this squad into them. Rapid fire range, first one, hitting on 3s. And 1 dies. No, let's command point it. 2 hits, roll a 6 and you get your command point back, sir.
No.
No. And then the next one, hitting on 3s. 4 hits. The next one hitting on 3s. 5 hits. And the next one hitting on 3s. He definitely dies. So 5 hits in total, strength 8, toughness 5, wounding on 3s, but each does 2 damage.
Ugh. Wow.
Oh no. In the end, that's 4 damage at -4. Just kills 1 suit. That could have been better. That's a bit disappointing. Right, let's go around here. This squad of Inceptors are going to fire into him. It's the only thing we can fire in because the other guy's a character, so I can't target him. So this is 10 bolt rifle shots. And I'm hitting on 3s and I'm re-rolling 1s because my captain is stood right there. That many. That's 7 hits. And it's strength 4, toughness 5.
Toughness 6.
Toughness 6. 4 wounds in the end at -1 AP. What's his save?
3+, so now 4+.
Okay. He takes 2 wounds. Scouts in front of him will pistol him and throw a grenade. Let's throw a grenade. Misses. And pistols. 1 hit. Wounds on a 5. They don't wound him. Never mind. And then this squad at the back here of Hell Blasters will fire at him as well. And shall I overcharge? It will make my charge longer with the other units. Yeah, let's overcharge. Let's kill these characters while I can. So 3 Hell Blasters left. These are the Assault Plasma Incinerators, so 2 shots each. First one hitting on 3s. Second one hitting on 3s. Third one hitting on 3s. Everything hits. This is strength 7, toughness 6, yeah, because it's normally strength 6, so it's gone up to strength 7, 2 damage each. So 3s to wound, re-rolling 1s, and that is 10 wounds at -4 AP in total.
He's well and truly dead.
He has been melted, the power of Hell Blasters there. So this guy will fire at him, and he hits. And he wounds once. 1 4-up save, or you can take it on a drone.
Only 1 damage?
1 damage.
I'll take it on him. Passes 5.
Okay. So he makes it save. Captain firing his Bolt Storm Gauntlet, hitting on 2s. Everything hits. Strength 4, toughness 5, wounding on. That's 2 wounds. No negative to this though. 2 3-up saves. And he saves them both. And now we've got these guys. Oh no, they fired at that suit. So this squad fired there. They fired. There's a pistol. He can fire. Let's fire him. He hits. He doesn't wound that unit of crisis suit. So I think the last thing left to fire are the Inceptors in the back corner. Right, let's do the Inceptors then. 3s to hit. That was only 8 hits out of 18 shots, 4s to wound, so only 4 wounds at -1 AP on that squad of crisis suits. How do you want to allocate them, sir? Don't you get a save on them at all?
I think that mortal wounds will allocate them to him.
No, it's just you choose to put the wounds on them, so 6s on those 2.
No,
and then 2 more wounds of 4-up. 1 takes a wound.
He was already down to 1 wound, yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Nice. And that's the end of my shooting phase. I have not held the line yet. So let's do some charges. We'll do lots of Overwatch off camera, but basically this squad, my lieutenant, the Captain Kane. But first, going in with the scouts to try and tie up that suit. Actually do the 8 plasma shots on camera because let's see if you kill any 6s. You get 1 hit, 3s to wound. You do get a wound, 6-up fire enhanced chapter tactics. Nope. And then let's see if we can get in. Those scouts are in 5 inches. Now we'll do this on camera because this is quite critical with the captain. He's a 9, he'll definitely be in. Right, this is how we end up after the charge phase. Then over here, the Hellblasters try to charge in, losing 1 of their number to Overwatch, and the Inceptors make it into combat, which is nice. Now, a crushing charge, on a 6-up, they do mortal wounds.
Oh.
That's a mortal wound. And now I'm going to start fighting. So the sergeant has 3 attacks. The other 2 guys have 2 attacks each. I'm hitting on 3s. And I'm wounding on 5s. Because I'm strength 4 versus toughness 5. 4 wounds. And these saves as well.
Oh, there's 5s?
Oh yeah, just 1. You're right. What am I talking about? He's down to 1 wound left. Do you want to spend any command points to interrupt me with your big towel combat before I smack you back?
No, because he's not going to do anything anyway.
Okay, let's hit you. Right, descending into this melee, the injured Inceptor Sergeant hits on 3s. He gets 1 hit in because he's injured. Wounds on a 5. Doesn't wound. And now we have the Scouts. There's 4 normal Scouts hitting on 3s. 2 hits. They will wound on 5s. No wounds. And the Scout Sergeant has got a power sword. 1 hit. 5s to wound. Doesn't wound. And you've still got 2 drones there that you can pile off these attacks on. This is not going to work. Right, the Captain has 5 attacks. He's hitting with a gauntlet, which means it's unwieldy. 3s to hit. Reroll 1s. And then you apply the modifiers. This is strength 8, toughness 5 or 6. Anyway, 3s to wound. That many wounds. And each of these does D3 damage at -3. So you're taking 2 of them away, and that's D3 damage on the...
I want to say first?
Captain. Oh yeah, 6 up. No. And then D3 damage.
Ooh.
Takes 3.
So 3 rooms.
Now the commander fighting back against the sergeant there, hitting on...
3s?
3s, yep. And wounding on 3s.
No.
Doesn't do anything, that's the end of that combat. And then over here you'll pile in 3 inches, and you get to fight here with these crisis suits. The Tau hit on 5 with 4 attacks. They get 1 hit, and they wound on a 3.
Oh, wound.
They wound. I have a 3-up save, which I fail, and a 6-up save. So, no, one of these guys takes a wound, one of the Inceptors. And that's the end of my turn 3, and I don't get any points. I don't kill anything in the assault phase. I certainly don't get hold the line. Once Tau drones are deployed on the table, they count as a separate unit. So even though I wiped out all the drones here, you don't add those to casualties when taking morale tests. In the end, he lost 1 guy, and their leadership 7. So he would pass morale here, and pass morale on that crisis team there, and pass morale on that crisis team over there. So still all 3 of the crisis teams on the table. No points scored for the Space Marines. And 2 points scored for the Tau for defending Objective 6. So it is currently 6 points to 5 in favour of the Tau. Tau High Command want them to take ground. They're too far away from 1 and 5, but they can secure Objective 6. Here we are after the Tau movement phase, and they're spreading out all over the battle grid. The broadside and the Riptide moving around this item of terrain to get shots on the Inceptors. Here's Objective 6, which the Fire Warriors are holding on to, and this broadside also moving forward because line of sight for him was severely compromised, so he has to move forward to get more guns to bear. That crisis team staying still. Now in the middle, things are interesting. This guy jumped up and over, so he's now closest to my Warlord. And this guy's come round the side as well. The Intercessor is closer to him, so if he blows away the Intercessor first from other shots up the table, then both of these guys will be able to pick on Kane. And then down here, this crisis suit jumped away. Starting off the shooting phase, 2 melters going that way, 2 melters going that way, both in melter range. So firing at this one, 4s to hit. 1 hit.
1 hit.
3s to wound. I don't get a save. 2d6, pick the highest.
5.
5. I think it's got 2 left.
Yeah.
And now 2 shots into this one, which has got 4 left.
Come on.
4 wounds left. And 1 hit. Wounds on a 3. Wounds, melter range. You need a 4.
Oh,
and
wow.
You do it. Does it blow up? It does not blow up. One of the storms. And a significant chunk of my mobility has now gone. Okay, after that shot, picking on this Intercessor here with the Fire Warriors up by Objective 6. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. And you get 1 wound. I have a 3-up save, which I make. He's still on 1 wound left. That Sergeant hanging in there. You're going to have to divert one of these big guns to him.
The 2 plasma
Yeah.
are going to go into him.
Yeah.
And the rail rifle
Yeah.
will be going into that squad back there.
The Hellblaster's right in the back corner?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 plasmas, don't miss. And you miss. Command point?
Command point 1.
Okay. And you still missed. You get your command point back on a 6. No, you don't. He stays alive. 2 big shots with the heavy rail rifle.
Hit on 5s.
Because you moved, yeah. 1 hit.
Nothing.
And doesn't wound. These broadsides have been letting you down, but more importantly, you're going to have to divert fire from the Riptide if you want to try and put these 4 rapid fire plasma shots into Kane as well.
Yeah,
because you wanted to pick on these Interceptors, right?
So I'm going to put the big gun into them, overcharging.
Yeah.
And the missiles are going to go into that guy there.
That makes sense to me. You're overcharging one more time. How many wounds has he got left? 10?
10.
Okay, so he's still at full health when it comes to firing. The missiles, are they heavy? No, he doesn't. I think he still hits on 5, so 8 shots hitting on 5s into this Intercessor. 6 hits.
4 hits.
4 hits, sorry, yeah. What am I talking about?
Strength 5, so freeze to wound.
Yep.
2
wounds. So 2 3-up saves. 1 6-up, or I burn a command point. Let's burn a command point. And he's dead. So that brave sergeant falls. Tom didn't get the command point off me with the engram chip. Now 12 shots coming into the Inceptors, hit on 5s because it's a heavy gun. That's pretty tasty.
It's really good. Only 1 difference.
Yep. 6 hits, wounding on 3s. Minuses to this?
-2.
-2, so 5-up saves. And 6-up chapter tactics.
Oh.
I make 2 of them, so only 1 takes a wound because they have 2 wounds each. Right, now moving around this side of the table, the Fire Warriors shot at the scouts, didn't do anything. Now the broadside firing is rapid fire at the scouts, and the big gun is going all the way down here again.
Mm-hmm.
So rapid firing plasma, 3 hits, wounding on 3s. Just 1, and it's -3, but I am in cover, so I get a 6 and a 6 iron hands. No, one of the scouts will die. And then the big rail rifle 5s to hit because you moved and you missed. So the broadside's letting you down. Now we're on to this crisis suit team. So flamers coming here. And
plasma into them.
Plasma to them. Okay, 2d6 auto hits with the flamers. I'll take 1 guy away because he died. So 6 hits with the flamers, wounding on 4s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Shocking.
2 3-ups and a 6-up. So another scout dies, and then you are in rapid fire range of the plasmas for the Incessors.
Yes, I am.
Intercessors, incestuous squad. 4s to hit, and you got 8 shots. This is going to sting. Maybe not. 4 hits. Statistically average, though. 3s to wound. Only 2 wounds. So 2 -3, so it would be 6-up, but 5-up because I'm in trees. No, and 6-up, feel no pain. No, so 1 of them dies, leaving the sergeant, the only man standing. What else? I think you fired everything back there.
Yeah.
So now we're on to this mess in the middle, trying to kill Captain Civitas Kane.
I'm going to shoot him first, everything into Kane.
Yeah. I've got a relic called the Armor Indomitus, and when I'm selected, once per battle, I can make my 3-up, 4-up invulnerable save become a 3-up invulnerable save.
And you want to do that next turn?
I'm doing that now.
Oh.
So you have got this guy with his plasma.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot the cannon first then.
Okay.
No, actually, I'm going to shoot the cannon at him.
Cannon at him?
Yeah, cannon.
Why? That scout's done nothing to you.
That scout's done everything to me.
Okay. Firing the cannon at the scout. Heavy burn. All hit.
Freeze to wound.
Okay, 3 wounds. I'm in a crater. 3-up. And 6-up. Kill the scout. He did have a power sword. That makes sense to me. And now you've got the plasma. Rapid firing plasma. He's got 2, right?
Yeah, he has.
4 shots. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. 3-up. Invulnerable save. And a 6-up. Iron Hands chapter tactics. No. He takes a wound. I think he starts off with 6. Leaves him with 5 left. And now you've got 8 rapid fire plasma shots from your commander who hits on 2s.
We got some 2s.
And 6 of them hit. And he will wound on 3s. And 4 of them wound. This is enough to kill him. No, it isn't actually. 3-up saves. Make them all. Kane stands firm. That's the end of the shooting phase. And you've decided to charge the land speeder Storm over here?
Yeah.
Okay. No damage done on Overwatch. They did 1 wound to the land speeder Storm. It's on 1 wound left. And the Storm didn't hurt it back. And that's the end of Tau turn 4. It was 6 points to 5. But you have secured objective 6. So it's 7 points to 5. You're 2 points in the lead. I don't think I have any morale tests to make because you killed 2 of the scouts, so they're on leadership 8, and the sergeant over here actually was quite a disappointing shooting phase when I look across the board.
Yeah, I regret shooting the HQ. I really did think I was going to be able to do a bit more damage than 1 wound.
No, he will not bend.
Especially with 12 plasma shots.
Let's go on to Space Marines, turn 4. Here are the orders for the 2nd Company. Domination isn't going to happen, but secure Objective 3 I can get and scour the skies. Kill something with a fly keyword. That's an easy point there as well, I think. End of the Space Marine movement phase in turn 4. There's Objective 3. And to scour the skies, let's just kill something with a fly keyword. And I have a lot of choices. These guys are going to clear away the backfield. Of course, hold the line doesn't stay in my hand because of the scenario we're playing. But it should be enough bang to clear away the backfield. And I smell ethereal blood. So Kane is barreling forward. That's going to be a 7-inch charge to cut the head from this snake. He's got the scouts supporting him. In the meantime, let's shoot some other guns at these other suits in and around the center of the board. If I manage to pull this off, there should be a broadside dead and these guys dead. This unit back here. I'm not going to touch the Riptide or the Fire Warriors or the units on the other side of the canyon walls there, but this could be a bloody turn for the Tau. Let's go on to the shooting phase. Let's start at the back. Inceptors into Interceptors, whatever they are, into these guys here. 3s to hit. 9 hits, 4s to wound. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 wounds at -1. So 3 4-up saves. And they survive. Okay, so let's do some plasma death into them first. You are in rapid fire range. So 3s to hit. And strength 7. 1 wound at -4. 1's on 1 wound left, right?
Yep.
So he's dead. And then there's the 4 round there on him. I am going to overcharge because he's got 3 wounds to get through. So don't roll any 1 Winters. I don't roll any 1s. That's 3 hits. Strength 8, toughness 5. So 3s to wound. I need 2 3s to kill him. And he's dead because it's 2 damage each at -4 AP, and that is Scour the Skies. The land speed of Storm jumped up and over. He has the fly keyword. Heavy guns now firing downstream at that suit of squad of crisis suits, hitting on 4s with the heavy bolter. 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. That's a wound, or 4, sorry, -1. Which you save. Then the Intercessor stood right close to you there, right next to you. Rapid firing, hits, no wounds. And then the Scout squad again are going to fire at you, and I'm going to do a Hellfire Shell again. But first, let's fire the heavy bolters, or the normal bolters. 3s to hit, and 5s to wound. 2 wounds, 2 3-up saves, which you save. Roll a dice. On a 6 you get my command point. Nope. And then I need to hit with a heavy bolter, and I miss. I've got 3 command points left. Let's spend another one, and I hit. Roll a 6 and you get my command point. No. So I've got 2 command points left, and this does D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds. How many did that injured guy have? I think he had 2 left, right?
He has 2 left, yes.
Okay, so 1 suit left with 1 wound left. Right, over here, this squad are going to fire at the XV-88. The guy at the back is only in range of the drone, so he's going to fire at the drone, and then the other 3 guys going into the XV-88s. So it's an Assault 2. This is the Assault Plasma Incinerator at the drone. 3s to hit, 1 hit, 1 wound, 1 4-up and vulnerable save because it's a shield drone, right? No, dead shield drone. And then there's 2 shots each at the XV-88. 3s to hit. And that's only 3 hits. Strength 6, toughness, I think it's 6.
Broadside battle suit is toughness 6, yes.
1 wound at -4. So you do get a 6.
No, toughness 5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's still 1 wound, I think.
No.
You get a 6 up because it's -4. No, take a wound off of him. Let's shoot the jump pack dudes at him as well. 3s to hit, and they've been appalling all game. 9 hits, strength 5, toughness 5, an XV-88. 4 wounds. 4 wounds in total at -1. They have a 2-up save, so... Ooh, take 2 more wounds. Down to 3 left. They're tough. Right, let's kill it. Let's overcharge. There's 3 Hellblasters with the Salt Plasma Incinerators. 2 are going to fire at the XV-88, and the other one is going to fire at this suit here. So 2 at this suit, overcharging, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, and wounding on 3s at -4. That's 2 damage on him. He isn't dead yet, so they have 3 wounds each. And then 4 shots up the table, 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s and 3s to hit, rolling them separately in case they overheat. Right, this gets me up to strength 7, toughness 5 or 6, wounding on 3s.
Oof.
At -4, so 3 6-up saves because they have a 2-up.
Oh wow.
And you make 2. Take 2 damage, putting them on 1 wound remaining. Right, he'll fire his Assault Bolter, Mastercrafted Assault Bolter. And he's the captain, the one at the back. That's so they both hit. 5s to wound. 1 wound, 3-up save, which you make. And then the lieutenant will fire his pistol. Re-rolling 1s, hits, doesn't wound. Right, Intercessors. So he's on a wound. The suit's on a wound. Let's fire. I really want him dead, and I could charge him with these suits, but I want to charge him as well. Don't get greedy. Well, the scouts are only going to fire at him, so let's fire all my pistols back over my shoulder, and let's chuck a grenade. Hits, strength 6. Doesn't wound, and then the 4 pistols. Re-rolling 1s. 3 hits, I need a 5. 2 wounds, he has 1 wound left, this suit. Please die. No! So that means some of the intercessors are definitely going to have to fire at him. Because he's got his Boltstorm Gauntlet firing. No, yeah, let's... Right, let's hope I make the charge with Kane. So let's fire his Boltstorm Gauntlet back at him, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. And it's strength 4, toughness 5. No wounds. Okay, so the intercessors are definitely going to have to fire, but the suit's deadlier. He's meaner. Bad decisions. Yeah, I'm going to have to rely on the charge with the Inceptors going in. So all 5 bolt rifles into him, 10 shots, 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. There's a 1. That's good, that's 8 hits. I need 5s to wound now. And I get 1 wound at -1, so 1 4-up save. And he lives. And that's all my shooting phase done. That could have been better. So now we're going to charge. Captain Civitas Kane is going in against your Ethereal. Overwatch.
No Overwatch.
Oh dear, no guns.
He's a Tau, he doesn't use guns.
Who brings a knife to a gunfight?
He does.
I need a 7. And we are in. And the scouts follow their captain to glory. Kane makes it into combat, joined by the scouts. He couldn't get overwatched by the units at the backfield because they didn't have line of sight to him. The XV-88 wasn't in 6-inch range for supporting fire, and the Inceptors make it in as well. But around here, things went horribly wrong. There was a squad of 3 Hellblasters. 2 of them died to Overwatch as they tried to get into this guy with 1 wound left. And then my lieutenant got in there as well, and he took 2 wounds as he made his way in, and the captain failed. And I'm choosing not to charge this guy because he's got 8 plasma shots in on Overwatch. And Tom didn't supporting fire with him because he thought there was multi-charges coming up. But staying away from him, staying away from that captain. Anyway, let's do some attacks. Starting down here, the lieutenant has 4 attacks. He hits on 2s, and it's a power sword. I will be wounding on 5s, and he doesn't wound. He doesn't wound. Do I want a command point this? I've got 2 left. Yes. Yes, let's do it. He doesn't wound. Do you get my command point?
No.
No. I've got 1 command point left, and he's still alive with a fly keyword. He'll be jumping around. I threw so many guns into him as well. He's a bit of a hero. Right. 3 Inceptors into this XV-88. They have crushing charge. Your XV-88 has 1 wound left. If I roll a 6, I cause a mortal wound. I don't roll a 6.
And I'm glad you command pointed your already.
Yeah, I have, haven't I? And so 3s to hit. And I get 4 hits. I need 5s to wound. I get 2 wounds. You have 2 2-up saves to make. And he lives. Right, over here, Kane versus the Ethereal. Right, the Ethereal is toughness 3 with a 5-up save and 4 wounds, right?
Yeah.
So my power sword will still be wounding you on 3s, but I want to crush you with my fist, even though it's unwieldy. 2s to hit, and I reroll 1s, but I don't reroll that because it's -1 to hit because it's a fist. So 4 hits. I'm strength 8. Your toughness
3.
2s to wound. Crush you, puny Xenos. 2 wounds. These are -3 each. So you don't have any saves, right?
No.
And this will do D3 damage each. 4 wounds to get through. And that's 4 wounds.
Ooh.
That is slay the warlord. I crush you. Then after that assault, the scouts piled into the fire warriors, and after seeing the Ethereal get ripped apart in front of them, they managed to take 1 scout down with them in a fit of rage. And the XV-88, the broadside, didn't hurt the Inceptors. This crisis suit didn't help the lieutenant down here. And that's the end of turn 4 for the Space Marines. I've managed to secure objective 3. I've managed to kill something with a fly keyword. That was this unit of crisis suits back here.
And the Ethereal.
And the Ethereal is a fly keyword because he's on a disc. So that makes it 7 points to 7. But more importantly, I've cut the head from the snake. I've killed the enemy warlord. So it's 8 points to the Space Marines. 7 points to the Tau. There's only 1 point in it as we go into turn 5. And the Tau have got a Riptide who's free, the other broadside is free, a suit over there that's free, a couple of guys in the middle. The Tau are losing assets. Can they win this game? Let's find out in turn 5.
Can I just say, we are not a snake, we are a fish. Yeah.
Here are the Tau orders in turn 5, and they're good. Supremacy, take any 3 objectives for D3 points. No prisoners, just kill stuff. Clearly they're annoyed at having their warlord torn apart. And secure objective 1, they won't be able to get to. It's deep in my lines. Here we are after the Tau movement phase, and they're on 3 objectives. The Riptide jumping up and over and onto objective 4. This squad of Tau fire warriors are on objective 6. And this squad of Tau warriors falling back from combat, they're on objective 2. And they have objective secured, so do I, but they outnumber me, so the Tau score that one. That's a guaranteed D3 points. Remember, there's only 1 point in it. And if they kill 1 thing, they get a point. And if they kill 3 things, they can get D3 more points. And there's a Hellblaster Sergeant on his own on 1 wound left, and this commander's right next to him. This guy's fallen out of combat with his burst gun and his plasma. There's a lieutenant there. It's just 1 thing. That suit has jumped forward, and there's a sergeant, an intercessor sergeant there. Just 1 thing. There's a number of little targets that the Tau can pick on. The XV-88 doesn't have the fly keyword, so he has broken out of combat, so he can't shoot this turn. But yeah, there's a potential for D3 points for that no prisoners objective as well. All right, coming around here. So this crisis suit firing everything into this guy?
Yeah.
You don't want to put some flamers into the scouts again?
Absolutely not. I need to make sure I get the points.
Okay.
Flamer.
And it hit the floor. And you get 5 hits. Okay, this will wound on 4s. And you get 3 wounds. Now I have a 2-up save because I am in cover. And I make them all. And now you've got 2 rapid fire plasma shots. Or 4 rapid fire plasma shots because you've got 2, and that's 1 hit. And it doesn't wound. You didn't kill this 1 thing, unless you want to pick on him with that big suit there. Not yet, says Tom. First he wants to kill the lieutenant. So this crisis suit here, this hero on 1 wound left, trying to take on one of my HQs.
He'll take on everyone.
Plasmas?
Burst cannon.
Burst cannon.
Should have been plasma.
Hits. Should have been the plasma.
3s.
Yep.
So 2 wounds.
2 wounds. I have 2 3-up saves, which I make. And now you've got the plasma.
Plasma.
2 guns, rapid firing, 2 hits.
1 wound.
1 wound, -3, so I have a 6 up. And a 6 up Iron Hands Chapter Tactics. No. The lieutenant goes down to 2 wounds left. Alright, now you're just getting mean. The broadside firing everything down into this one lone intercessor sergeant here.
First thing, the one-shot seeker kill missile.
Oh yeah.
Hits on a 6.
Doesn't
so
hit.
Close.
And
2 plasma.
Yep.
Oh, 2 hit.
Both hit, yep.
1 wound.
1 wound. I'm in cover, so I get a 5 up save. Nope, and a 6 up. Yes, I make it.
That.
And 2 shots with the heavy rail rifle.
Yeah, hitting on 4s again.
Yeah, you stay still. 1 hit. Wounds on a 2. 1 wound. This will do D6 damage. It's -4, so I do get my 6 up save for being in trees. No. How much damage? If you roll a 1, you won't kill him. You roll a 2.
Command point that.
Really? You could get worse? Okay. 2. And do you get your command point back? No. So we're both on 1 command point each. I need to make 2 6s for him to stay alive. Or 1 6 in fact. No.
That's cocked.
It's a 3. From my point of view, it's a 3. I don't roll cocked dice unless they're clearly not. He's dead. That's a point for no prisoners. You need to kill 3 things for D3 points. So.
He's going to split fire.
Okay.
2 of his guns.
Yes.
Wait, does he have an invulnerable save?
No, he's a Hellblaster Sergeant.
So I have 4 guns.
Yes.
2 are going to go. 2 are going to him.
Yes.
The other 2 are going into him.
Okay. So is that 4 shots one way, 4 shots another way?
Yes, it is.
And he hits on 2s.
Yes,
Do him first. 3 hits. 3's to wound. 3 wounds. 3 6s. No. You do kill the Hellblaster Sergeant. And now the Lieutenant on 2 wounds left. 2's to hit. And
3s.
3 wounds. I need 6s because it's -3. And there's 1 6. He's got 2 wounds left. Can I make another 6? No. The lieutenant has died as well. That's 3 things killed in the shooting phase for another D3 points. And the Riptide is yet to speak. Right, the Riptide firing everything into them.
Yep.
The Interceptors, okay. Interceptor, I don't know what they're called.
Getting on 5 because I moved.
Yep.
It's pretty good though. 2 wounds.
2 wounds, 2 3-ups, and a 6 up. No, 1 was on a wound, so 1 is dead. You Nova charged again, right?
Yep.
Put him down to 9 wounds, so here's the heavy burst cannon.
Hit my 5 again.
Yeah, because you moved.
1.
Is that 3 hits?
Yes, it's only 3 hits.
That's unfortunate.
Well, there's only 1 4 in there anyway.
3's to wound. 3 wounds.
-2.
I'm in trees on purpose, so 4 up. I fell 2 6s. And that's another 1 dead. And that's the end of Tau turn 5. I don't have any morale tests to make. You did kill 2 in this squad, but leadership 8, so they would pass. Everything else you shot at, you killed. And now you have 1 lone crisis guy here. You have your commander there, still holding down the middle of the table. And the XV-88, and the Riptide, and the other Riptide over here, and this crisis suit over here. You still have a significant amount of assets, but more importantly, you get 2 D3 points. D3 points for no prisoners, and an extra D3 points for supremacy. So rolling up. Good luck. 1 point.
The first one.
Okay.
3
That's
points.
3.
The second one.
3. That's 6 points. You were 1 point behind, but now you're 5 points in the lead. And so all of a sudden it's 13 points to 8 as we go on to Space Marines, turn 5. Here are my objectives in turn 5. Defend 3, defend 4, and with 1 command point left, I'm not going to be able to keep these in my hand, so I'm not going to be able to get these. For the Emperor, just make a charge. So the most I'm going to be able to get is 1 command point. I needed to go on to turn 6 or turn 7. I needed to go on to turn 6 or 7, so I need to make these Tau bleed. I've lined up some shots along here to try and kill him. Hellblasters try and kill the second in command there. The captain is in 6-inch range of these squads to try and kill the Riptide and the XV-88. Last Inceptor jumping up and over to try and take on these Fire Warriors. And as for make a successful charge, I'm lining up here as well. I need a lot of dominoes to fall my way. This is going to be a very critical turn. So let's start up by shooting these guys here. Right, 3s to hit. 4 hits. And I need 3s to wound. No wounds. No! No! Arrogance. Sheer arrogance of me. Right, the lead intercessor is going to shoot at the tower. The second one is going to chuck a grenade at him. Yeah, let's do 2 up the table. I am in rapid fire. The third one chuck a grenade and 2 more into him and within 6-inch range of the captain. So let's fire 4 shots up at these tower because his assault will not be enough to kill them on their own. 3 hits. 2 wounds at -1. So
4 ups.
Yeah, just 4 ups. Killing one of them. Right, that helps. Let's chuck a grenade at the XV-88. 3s to hit. And 3s to wound, doesn't wound. And then 2 rapid firing bolt rifles at this range. And 5s to wound. 1 wound, -1, so a 3-up save. The XV-88 still alive for now. I spoke too soon. He is only getting shot at by the Inceptors back there. Interceptors, whatever they're called. After rolling a hit and rolling a wound, only did 2 wounds. 2 4-up saves because it's -1. And he's still alive. He is beginning to annoy me. Let's put the auto rifle from my captain into him. Re-rolling 1s. 2 hits. 1 wound. 1 3-up save, sir. And he's still alive. Overcharging plasma at him. So the first shot, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, both hit. Second shot, re-rolling 1s. Third shot, re-rolling 1s. And then the last shot, everything hits. This gets their strength 6 guns to strength 7, but you are toughness 7.
Yeah.
So I need 4s to wound. And that is 4 wounds at -4, so it's just your invulnerable save.
5 of them gone?
Yep. You make 2, so it does 4 damage. I think he was on 9, so it puts him down to 5 left.
Sure does.
Next squad. The one in front is not overcharging, shooting at him, and the one at the back is overcharging, shooting at the Riptide. The overcharging shot, both hit. There's a strength 8 on these guys. 3s to wound, no wounds. And the one in the front who's not overcharging, but you're in rapid fire. 3s to hit, 3s to wound at -4. He's finally dead.
Ew, my favourite guy.
Then the Hellblaster's in the back, firing at this guy. 3s to hit, they all hit. 3s to wound at this HQ, Cold Star Commander. That is 2 wounds at -4.
Ooh.
I don't think he has an invuln.
No, it doesn't.
So he just takes 2 wounds. It's -4.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah,
so he's just dead. No, he's got 1 wound left. So the scouts over there, I'm going to fire the bolt guns at that crisis suits and the Hellfire shell. Nah, just a heavy bolter in at him. Let's do the heavy bolter. 3s to hit. 1 hit. 4s to wound. Does a wound at -1, so 4-up save on your commander. Yay! Now he's dead. You've got 1 command point left. You can spend it?
No, I'm not going to spend it.
Commander dead, and then bolt guns into that crisis suit. 5 hits. No, 1 wound. 1 wound on the crisis suit. And he's fine. This is not working out to plan. So far, and he just killed 2 guys in the middle. He's still alive. He's going to get charged. Round here, my scouts versus these fire warriors here. Let's throw a grenade. Hits, and I will wound on a 2. That's a wound at -1, so you have a...
4.
Yep.
No.
No, 1 goes boom with a grenade. And then let's fire bolt pistols. 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. And you get a 3-up save because you're in a crater.
Ooh.
And that kills 2 more. And then I will fire my bolt storm gauntlet from my captain at him. Yeah, it might work. 2s to hit, re-rolling 1s. And 5s. Ooh, 3 wounds.
Minus?
No minuses, but if you roll 1-1, that XV-88 is dead. No. And that's the end of my shooting phase. So now there's some charges. I'm going to charge here. They're charging there. He's charging there. They're charging. There's lots of charges coming on. Overwatch. We'll film them off camera. However, just in case you killed Kane with the Overwatch, fire the big gun.
This is the heavy rail rifle.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Plasma.
1 hit. 1 wound. 4 up and done. 6 up. Here we are after the charge phase. Kane took a wound on Overwatch on his way in. Right, over here. 1 Interceptor versus 2 Fire Warriors. Crushing charge and a 6 up to take a mortal wound. Nope. He is the Sergeant, so he has 3 attacks. 3s to hit. Ooh, and he's 3s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 guys left. 2 4-up saves. And
2 dead.
They are destroyed. Intercessors versus XV88. There's a Sergeant in there, so 11 attacks. And I will wound on 5s.
Ooh.
And that is 5 wounds in total on your 1 wound remaining XV88.
That's 2 plus it. Last command points.
Okay. And you get it back on a 6?
No.
No. So you spent your last command point trying to keep him alive. He is alive. Scouts versus Fire Warriors. I've got 4 scouts left. They all have an extra close combat attack, and the Sergeant has an extra attack. Oh no, the Sergeant has a power weapon. So these are the remaining guys, and they hit on 3s, and they wound on 3s. 5 wounds before the power sword swings. 1 is left alive, and now the Sergeant swings. 3s and 3s at -3. That's the last Fire Warrior dead. So he's succeeded his mission. He succeeded their mission. Basically, all the Fire Warriors are now wiped out. And now it's down to Kane. Striking with the Boltstorm Gauntlet. 2s to hit. Everything hits, and then it becomes unwieldy. So they all hit 3s. And then I'm wounding on 3s. And they all wound at -3 each. You could apply one of them. You've got a shield drone.
I do have a shield drone. So 1 on the shield drone first?
Yep.
He's dead.
Dead shield drone. And then these, -3, 5 up save, because you normally have a 2.
Yeah.
And you fail. How many wounds do XV88s have?
6.
So, 3d3, 6 to get through. Ha! 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got 2 left. Then we struck back with the 2 XV88 suits, and they did no wounds back. Right, I made a successful charge, so it's 9 points to 13. I am 4 points behind you, and it's the end of game turn 5. I needed to go on for an extra turn, and the only couple of units that you have is this Riptide here who can jump around. These 2 guys can fall out of combat, but they won't be shooting. And the Crisis suit around there, which I still haven't charged because of the Overwatch, scary amount of Overwatch and Flamer. So you're winning by 4 points, but you've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 models left on the table.
Yeah.
The player who goes first rolls. That's you, Tom.
That's me.
On a 1-2, you win the game.
Come on.
And it hits the floor. Tension, tension.
That was a 5.
It's a 2. Tau win. This is the way the world ends. So at the end of battle round 5 in this new Maelstrom of Wargame, targets of opportunity, the Tau took advantage of these targets and managed to sneak a cheeky win. If it had gone on to turn 6 or turn 7, I don't think there would have been much left of this Tau force. The second company, I think, held themselves very well. Good combat discipline, spreading out, denying the drop zones from the Tau Manta Strike. But the Tau did what Tau do. They formed a wall, they formed a gun line and fought back. Bravely. However, I'm going to be very pleased that I managed to cut the head off the snake, or the head of the fish. At least I got rid of the Tau commander. My warlord did not die. I've still got scouts on the table here or there. They will fall back from this battle grid knowing that they held themselves well, and some of them may be promoted. And the Primaris Marines, well, the second company, they did very well. So in the end, a Tau victory. I am liking this Primaris Scout combination, and it is a joy to play new missions from the chapter approved book. Second company did well in the end. Lots and lots of Hellblasters for the win. Anyway, this battle map brought to you by I think it's called Wastelands. It's from Urban. No, it's not. It's from GameMat.eu. This one's from GameMat.eu. You can message me, visit me on Facebook, Winters SEO on Facebook. Thank you to all my patrons. If you want to support me, I am on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Winters SEO. And thanks to Tom for coming down with his Winters jumper. His Winters jumper?
My Christmas jumper.
Christmas jumper. Yeah. So thank you for coming down with it. I'm calling it a Winters jumper. I like it. There's also Winters apparel, Winters t-shirts and hats available from wargamesuk.co.uk. That's it. Thank you everyone for watching. Happy wargaming.